a while, no, we are waiting for the John Mahama their appointment to basically be done fully. Now you're fully, you're starting Juma, and until now you don't see us. Don't panic. Jandam ni nyina enko baby. They know the NPP as a political party is being led by a fool like Afenyo Markin. Do not panic. When a fool leads a political party, you are not supposed to panic. They will drown themselves. Listen, when a political party is being led by a temperamental fool, the party will never sail. And what you see in parliament now, or you are seeing in parliament from the NPP side, led by Afenyo Markin, you have to understand when a foolish captain leads a boat, it will surely sink. And anytime I Ghana for say, so who say MP before Jimmy or Parliament, you say Afenyo Markin about vetting committee, do not panic. The guy is naturally foolish, and he's basically becoming a one-man minority. He wants it to be about him because he believes to say the people behind him, Jimmy, and you can see some of the NPP MPs are still not thinking. And the sticker or the who Jimmy or Parliament, they still don't understand where they are. So what we need to do is to finish them kwata. And the kwata finalization, to make sure by 2028 I can depart 3 or Parliament, and that is my new focus. Because also Obia Jimmy now man the opportunity to reason, to be smart, to understand the say, oh me Jimmy way the bedru hana nipano unim say they can do it, and they decide deliberately not to be reasonable, then you help them to die. And that is what you are going to help the NPP do. Because a whole political party, after losing an election, you lost an election over 1.7 million. Your candidate got 38.2%. What do you have to be doing now? This is not the time for you to be going on radio or standing in parliament to prove to Ghanaians and say, no. This is the time for you to reflect. This is the time for you to understand some of your actions. You have to basically relook at your actions, your utterances, your body language, your gesture. This is the time to have a relook at the way you do things. But you can see that these people are naturally born foolish, that they are still in that mood, thinking, say, they still have power. They can still fool. Because in their brains, majority of the people who vote for the NPP are stupid. Say Jimmy, they are still not getting the reality. You can see an MPP executive. You can see a general secretary, a national youth organizer will sit on radio and be telling you, say, then you hear the general secretary, oh, this election, we lost it, spirituality, they still don't want the people to understand this. Oh, Jimmy, they led them to this. And that is what is missing. In 2016, when the NDC lost elections, you realize that the party itself quailed in. The quelling in is having a respect. They looked into themselves. They decided to look back and analyze the party. The elders of the party sat down to be like, we cannot be having the same gesture, body language out there. So you saw that the party took a step back. The flag bearer, then John Mahama, took a step back. The party leadership took a step back, and they took a decision that was difficult by looking deep to know where they actually went wrong. But this is the situation where we have a political party that has lost with the biggest margin in the history of this country, 1.8 million. 1.8 million. And these fools are still telling us Ghanaians, say, they have some group of people somewhere who did not vote. In less than a month, they are out there campaigning. So you see the Mustafa guy, who is their national youth organizer, sitting on radio and saying, oh, Mahamudu Bawumia na wasa oba, where Jimmy? Is the party about Bawumia? Who are going to work for Bawumia? Is it the same fools? What are you looking at? Ediana Moshe. The party is enshrined in foolishness. Oka obisa udi o matem. Obwe Jimmy, because they still think say obia odi party chibia Jimmy sache ma to me. And that is my problem with these people. But we have a country to build. We have a nation to build. We have people who are willing to respect us and to serve us. And that's the most important thing as a nation. They think before they act. They look at us, how we feel before they take decisions. So who in their right senses will say, I am going to leave this kind of leadership of Muhammad and this NPP party, NDC party that has shown maturity to go and vote for NPP or follow the NPP. No, that's why I'm saying that whatever you see in parliament, whatever propaganda they are selling out there, as a Ghanaian, do not panic, because the party is being led by a fool, a temperamental fool who does not know what he wants. And that is Afenyo Markin. And see, sometimes you see some of their behaviors, some of their utterances. You ask yourself, say, me NPP, where are we headed? The party is heading nowhere. The party is heading for destruction, a total annihilation, destruction of that party. And I will lead that charge. Until the NPP reflects, starts to respect the people, starts to understand that we cannot be taken for granted. We will make sure that party is finished to the core. Because we cannot allow a group of foolish old men and women to take this country for granted, even at a point where they know that they have disappointed. They have stolen from the people. They have disrespected and killed the people. They have gone against the Constitution of the Republic. They have disrespected Ghana. They still do not want to have that kind of reason. They are just making us think, say, they are still intelligent than us. Don't panic. Don't be worried. Feel pity for them. Because me, Ekwametiha, and the people on Loud Silence TV, am I ready to make sure the right thing is done? I will do everything possible to make sure NPP go. And you see, this is not personal. This is not because me tie NPP. It is because the leadership of the party is stupid. Get this right. When the leadership changes, when they start to reason, when they start to become intelligent, think about the people and think about the intelligence of the people, we will all come to the table and say, this party, we can have a real look at it after 32 years. But what I am seeing now, no intelligent Ghanaian will get up one day and say, I want to follow the NPP. Why are you following the NPP? What do they stand for? What do they believe in? What is the party representing? And these are things, they are hard for people to tell them, but I will tell them. Let's get serious as a people. We are never going to go back to where we were again. Never. We will never go back to what the NPP put we through. Never again. And if we will have to sacrifice our lives to protect Ghana from not going back to the Ekufuado Bawumia NPP kind of governance, we would never, we would do it. Because at a point, this party NPP did not care about Ghana near Kwara or Nam Street. They did not care. They were enshrined and they were thirsty for power. They killed, they murdered. They were happy and they laughed about the plight of the people. So people like us, and we don't want to help these fools to take us back there. We need to get these things right. Never again. Say, and the way a Ghana near out to Ghana and there, don't you feel safe? When you hear John Mahama speak, don't you feel honored to be a Ghanaian? When you hear John Mahama's appointment, or share the kind of people he's selecting, appointing, so you're Ghanaian, don't you feel proud? When he speaks, don't you feel some kind of calmness and respect and maturity? Don't you see, say, you are living in a country being led by intelligent people? So who in their right senses will say, in Kwasiafo way again, NPP, let me go and bring this group of twerps, political insects, tribal, dysfunctional bigots to come lead this country again? No. I am not going anywhere. And the people on this platform, we are all here. I am going to stay until I get to that point when Nyankopon beka say, Kevin, that's it for you. We are not going anywhere. And I keep saying, say, ya de no kure ebegu NPP. Yeah, yana say, There you say, upon all the things that happen, yenya NPP who say omo di Ghana bone. Upon the omo di Ghana nyina no, you don't see it in their statements. You don't see it in their actions. They are so they feel so entitled. Say, yeah, there was see a deep power. Kwasiafo, with the power in 9 beso. Huh? With the power in 9 beso. At a point, these fools, Brian Champon, the gay guy, what's his name? Lord Comey, they were standing on stage telling Ghanaians, Ekufuor Jimmy Wewes, he was telling us, I will not hand over power. Now Baumia Jimmy Sujina stage, he's happy because it was going in his favor. Near Tigana ha a software ahemfo. We saw all these utterances. We knew that where we were, the democracy was basically slipping through our fingers. They all saw these nonsense. They were quiet. Today, they have become the all-intelligent as software ahemfo. They want to direct how this country should go. In we fought to redeem this nation, to save our democracy. We will make the decisions, and not you old twerps. 2025 season in starting here. Ahumana eka 2024 na michu chano. 2024. Micha material no. Ahumana keka no. Ene na mi yini Hemens na mi yino. Officially 2025. Mi starti bibia. Yeti kroma nipe wu nipe bre na bo de bokwasi esa sisifia. Egu memeso. Na mo dwen sa santifo ni bi ejimi. And you used Asante. Asante said bait. The NPP played around Asante to say Asante be a Jimmy. They sit on TV and make it look like say Asante ya moi, a mere political party. A fucking mere political party. Any leader, any principles. Chairman would to me, boy, yeah, they need time more sampa. To me tonight radio so ewa santimemu na ye dia Asante tem in the name say your political party your power.